Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction stream. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday. Hope you're having a great start to your Tuesday. If you're watching live, if you're watching later on the VOD on YouTube, I hope you have a great evening, afternoon. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to process and be ready to go, but I'm sure you're having a good day regardless. Got a great selection of videos today. Should be some new things for some of you and certainly some new things for me. If you'd like to request your own videos, go ahead and head over to toddreacts.com. There's 2 tiers that'll allow you to do so, season and series tiers. If you'd just like to watch the longer form content and anything that's blocked, get 15% off on store orders of merch. Go ahead and look at the episode tier. That is basically a monthly movie ticket, if you will. Although, I don't know if you've been to a movie theater lately. It's considerably less than a movie theater ticket. But I just went to one. I just saw The Strangers, Chapter 1. Little horror film. Definitely, here's what I would say. The plot was pretty awful, but it had its moments. It was very much a survival horror film where 2 people go to a town where they're not supposed to be and the locals terrorize them. Very classic, right? But unfortunately, there were so many scenes in there where you're just like, no normal person would do that. You wouldn't go upstairs, try to get out. And if you're outside and you're trying to escape, just run. Why are you not running? It's the woods. You can run and escape and hide and all that good stuff. It had a lot of unbelievable moments. But apparently it's based on a true story, which is terrifying. But hopefully it's a learning lesson for the rest of us. Gosh. So head on over to Todd Reacts if you'd like to request your own videos. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Todd Reacts. If you haven't already, and a lot of you haven't, actually, let me go ahead and bring up that number. 84% in the month of April in watch time amounts did not subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, it is totally free to sign up. All you need to do is create basically a Gmail account. You can just use it as a blank Gmail account. You don't even have to use it as just to sign up. Actually, what's funny enough, the email account that I use to sign up for YouTube, I don't even use. So there you go. Don't have to use it at all, but it's a handy way to keep track of people you enjoy or you want to keep track of. That way you don't have to rely on the algorithm. I used to do that way back, where I would watch a video from a creator. I'd be like, oh, I like that video. I like that creator. And then I would just lose track of them because the YouTube algorithm would just never suggest their videos on the home screen. And then 6 months later, I'd be like, oh yeah, that person. So instead of doing that, if you sign in, it gives you a nice little feed. It gives you a little blue dot next to all the content creators that have released some new videos that you haven't seen, which is very handy. And it also gives you a feed of chronologically ordered videos that came out, which is super awesome. You can just kind of go down there. But yeah, if you have not subscribed, subscribe today. Sign up for a YouTube account. It's totally free. It's easy. And it's simple way to support creators you enjoy. You don't have to, I'm not even referencing myself. Just if you have a creator you enjoy, go ahead and do it. It'll make their day, and it'll make yours a lot easier for sure. Let's go ahead and talk about Todd Reacts Plays. That is the gaming channel, the sister channel, if you will, to this main channel. It's where I do any and all live streams for games. It's actually audience led, so as soon as I finish up Life is Strange, I'm going to ask another poll question to the audience. What would you like me to play next? And whatever wins that, I will play. That's basically how that's going to go. Very similar to the original channel here of reactions, where it's all toddreacts.com members led, and the videos are selected by them. It's going to be just a general audience reaction to what people want me to play. So And there's going to be a lot of Fortnite in there because I just love Fortnite, which is funny because I used to trash the game and I used to go, it's stupid, it's terrible, blah, 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 blah. Now I can't stop playing it. So, irony, I guess. What's up, Jace? Eddie Izzard says horror movie characters have their own common sense classroom. Right. Very true. Very true. Oh my gosh. How many times have you seen somebody run upstairs or just do things that normal people would not do? Hide in a closet. It's like, yeah, that's great. It gives you like a door for protection, but you're also stuck with one entry and one exit, and they're on the other side of it. So you're kind of screwed. As you can see, The Life is Strange Chapter 4, as we continue, there's 5 of them, is scheduled for Saturday. So basically, it's going to be a stream every Saturday with some streams thrown in, probably a fortnight, whenever I feel like it. I can get some time away. It's basically just an excuse for me to play video games and also hang out with you all. I'm joined. There's so far 19 subscribers, and we are growing. And we do have an audience on Twitch as well. If you're watching this on Twitch, go ahead and follow. Make sure your notifications are on. Otherwise, you have no idea whether live or not. I think Twitch is better at live notifications than YouTube. I'm not exactly sure on that. I think so. Go ahead and check out the winter collection of merch. It's available for just over 10 days, as you can see the countdown at the top there. Awesome stuff. Actually, that premium sweatshirt I'm literally wearing. As you can see it in the listing. Super soft. This is actually the same maker that makes the white hoodie that you see me in. That was in the summer collection, which will be returning. But yeah, super soft, amazing sweatshirt. Everyone that I've had try something of the merch has loved it. And eventually, what they're trying to integrate, the hosts of the website, they're trying to integrate a review system. So when you buy something, when you happen to win a holiday giveaway or something like that, you can actually review it on the website. So that should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Because I do buy off reviews, like on Amazon and whatnot. So that'll be super helpful. And yeah, you can check out all the goodies. And this is just the winter collection. Obviously, there's accessories as well. The throw blanket, by the way, that throw blanket is soft. It's literally on my couch right now. And obviously, you've seen the travel mug about a bazillion times. And I do wear that hat quite a bit, by the way. Let's go ahead and jump in. And look at that. Look at that. The little Twitch icon says live on the website. Isn't that cool? Integration. Super awesome. Oh my gosh. I love that. Anyway, before I get distracted by my own website, let's go ahead and with Stabler and whatnot. It seems like this is a little bit like past that period. Yeah, I absolutely adored like the first couple seasons of this show. I would watch it whenever it was on. If I'm changing channels and it just happened to be on, I'd just stop and watch it because it was usually good. And what I like I like how it's like a nice little story within a certain amount of time. Like you didn't have to watch multiple episodes usually. And it just, you knew you were going to get a great ending to an episode. There's just a guarantee. Interesting twist or story or whatever. It's beautiful television. And it's not surprising it's lasted and it still goes on. And there's spinoffs and spinoffs and spinoffs. It is just wonderfully done. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Barba joined in season 14. Okay, yeah, that was way after my time. Way after my time. But definitely an interesting character. Probably would be probably be my favorite. One of my favorites, sure. I mean, hard not to like Olivia, but he definitely seems like an interesting character. And I love the fact that he's able to just turn on this other, like, how do you even describe it? Like this performative, um, interrogative, like courtroom performance. I don't know how you describe it. He's able to just turn this complete line of questioning into almost and it's just beautiful to watch. Probably that's why Matlock was such a huge show back in the day. And every once in a while I watch like an actual court proceeding. Like I think we all, or some of us, watched Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and you get to see the litigation process and questioning and all that stuff. Like it is just wonderful to watch. Showmanship with legal knowledge, right? Yeah, it is fantastic if it's done well. If it's a really good litigator, it's almost like an act, a performance. Well, it's almost like a movie in a way. The questions are just perfect, timed, cadence, and they gesture to the jury. They very interesting. Hey, what's up, Will? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Go ahead and look into a little bit more information on Raphael. Bring that up now. I did want to kind of look into this trivia a little bit. Called Uncle Rafa by Noah Benson. He's met all members of the original squad as of season 3. Season 17 premiere, he's still referred to an ADA by his colleagues, but the nameplate in his office listed DA. He's the first man to play an ADA as a member of the main cast. You surpassed Casey Novak as longest serving ADA in the long franchise in season 19. His surname means beard in Spanish. All right. Played Little League as a child. Comparing a disastrous case to RMS Titanic meets the Hindenburg meets my first year of Little League. That's funny. Barbara is the first former main character in SVU to appear on Law & Order Organized Crime, the second being Daniel Cragen. So he guest starred before becoming the main cast. Interesting. Here's Barbara enjoys skiing. Mentioned that he goes to a ski resort in Switzerland for the Christmas holiday. In her negotiation, he tells the squad that he spent his weekend on a yacht. Boy, he's got some connections. And I'm assuming you're making some decent money. And Dewey had seen a Manhattan transfer. Barbara stops watching an interrogation to go to the theater to watch Hamilton. In Dance, Lies, and Videotape, Benson tells the artistic director of the National Dance Institute that Barbara is a fan. Mentioned they had a difficult relationship with his father. That Barbara Sr. has been dead for the past 15 years. Mentioned that his mother worked as a principal for a charter school. The same episode, his maternal 85-year-old grandmother, Catalina, dies in her apartment before he could move her to assisted living. Feels responsible for that. That is brutal. Brutal. He's named after the SVU director, Alberto Barba. Interesting. I think I read the rest of this. Still in touch with Benson. Benson jokes on him growing a beard. Consoles her about the recent death of Tucker before wishing her birthday. He also promises to take her out to dinner sometime. Raul Esparza, American actor and singer, considered one of Broadway's most prominent leading men in the 2000s. Really? Best known for his Tony Award nominated performance as Bobby, the 2006 Broadway revival of Company. Obviously for SVU as well. What else has he been in? Obviously, he's been on stage. I don't know anything to do with anything on stage. He's been nominated in all Tony categories for which an actor is eligible. I mean, that's incredible. From Delaware, New York University, was married. He's Amazing Live, currently starring in a new rock opera, Galileo. Cool. Widely regarded for his versatility on stage, having performed musicals by Andrew Weber, Sondheim, Kander and Ebb, Boy George, the Sherman Brothers, and in plays by Matt Pitt, Shakespeare, Tom Stoppard, and more. Film work includes Sidney Lumet's Find Me Guilty, Wes Craven's My Soul to Take. Huh. His television credits include Path, Medium, there you go, Hannibal, there you go, Pushing Daisies. Narrated the audiobook for Stephen King's Under the Dome, with several others. Interesting. There's more of a theater. That makes sense that you would look at people that have been on Broadway as guest stars or main stars in your TV show. Clearly, they're comfortable acting. Raised in Miami. Tisch School for the Arts. So many people come out of it. Actually, see if we can find some notable alumni. I think Adam Sandler was there. Woody Allen, James L. Brooks, Lady Gaga, Whoopi Goldberg, Anne Hathaway, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Angelina Jolie, Spike Lee, Oliver Stone, Alec Baldwin, Alexis Bledel. Oh, Billy Crystal. Yeah, look at these names. Holy crap. Donald Glover, Lucy Huffman, Kushner, Deborah Messing, Andy Samberg. Emmy Award for Dick. Step 1, cut a hole in the box. 2, tuck in that box. Adina. Other notable alumni. Kristen Bell, Selma Blair, Rachel Bloom. Wow. This is unbelievable. There he is. James Franco. The alumni here is just wild. Ethan Hawke, coursework. Bryce Dallas Howard. I mean, that is just, that's crazy. The amount of stars that came out of that school. That's unbelievable. An unbelievable alumni list. First drew attention his performance in 2000 Broadway revival of Rocky Horror Show. Won him the Theater World Award. Wow. Just immediately. Other Broadway credits include Cabaret, Taboo, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Sondheim's Company. Received a Tony Award nomination for Best Featured Actor in a Musical and a Drama Desk Award for his performance in Taboo. Yeah, wow. Well, it makes sense to pull people from the theater. SVU films in New York, most Broadway actors guest in it. That makes so much sense. Oh my gosh. You have such a vast amount of talent and actors waiting to act. So it makes sense that they pull from them. 2023, it was announced that he would star in a world premiere of the musical Galileo. There you go, summer 2024. A recurring role on Pushing Daisies. Yeah, I don't think I've seen him before. Then again, I'm not a theater person. I don't think I watched My Soul to Take. I do remember hearing about that movie. I'd never. Spin City. Oh, I loved that show. Michael J. Fox. He was a reporter in there. Okay. Criminal Intent. 12 episodes of Hannibal. BoJack Horseman. Interesting. Excellent actor, obviously. If you're Tony Award nominated, like, you're very good. So it's not surprising they plucked him out of there. Let's go ahead and jump to the second video. It is entitled Oliver and Felicity, obviously Arrow. You're My Home, Season 7, Episode 2, I believe. I think I'm reading that. Let's go ahead and jump in.
I saw what the hood did to you and your family. And I couldn't do it to mine.
When you were young,
I wish that I could change your mind about staying here.
Screaming
I know I
to
can't.
the night.
Just like I know how leaving you here is going to destroy me. I don't regret a single moment.
I used to whisper
Listen,
it will be all
I will always come back.
right, and lay down at your
You love her?
side and take your tiny
I love her
hand
so much.
into mine. And how was I to know I'm not strong? I should
I'm so
have
sorry that I wasn't there. I should have been there.
you and oh, I hope you know that you're my home. But now I'm lost, so lost.
You have your life, your home, your family, but I lost everything, and bringing down Diaz is the only way for me to get it all back.
Felicity, you can't get it back. Your old life, our old life, is over.
I keep imagining those flames.
Your friends reunited. To get back home. And to bringing that son of a
Everyone's
bitch
just beat
Diaz
up.
to justice.
I'll drink to that.
Aren't you ready for this?
Feels like old times, the three of us. Oh, I've been ready for 5 months. Team Arrow, the original gangsters.
Yeah.
You've been part of my life. The last 6 years actually meant something to me. The old Joe would have done anything to bring down that monster, and you're here.
Oliver's gone. And he is not coming back for a very long time. I need you to accept that.
I can't. And I won't.
You're my home,
I'm going to stop Diaz, whatever it takes, even if I have to do it alone.
I'm done fighting. I'm done being a person who doesn't fight back. We're gonna take down our current Diaz together.
Diaz took everything from me. My husband, my family, my life. I don't have anything to lose.
You're brave.
I have to fight back.
Wow, she's really taking it into her own hands there. Whoa, hello.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm not. I still can't rest until that I know that my family is safe.
But now I'm lost, so lost.
The amount of growth in Felicity from just this kind of, for lack of better terms, dorky, nerdy office assistant to beating people with a crowbar and being strong enough to get, like, obviously she got absolutely destroyed in the face, like bruises and cuts and blood, and to be able to handle that and then push forward, like, that is growth, like a lot of growth. That's really impressive. I'd say Oliver, rubbed off on her a little bit. Link it down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Like, damn girl, indeed. She blossomed. You know what's really fascinating to me is just how radically different you can make shows appear through music, cuts, just hand-picking out of context clips. Like, that seemed like such a different show compared to what I've seen so far. Pacing is interesting. It centers the entire, the power of editing. It's changes the entire perspective from like an Oliver Queen show to like a Felicity show, and then she's just protecting her family. Like, it's amazing how you can change the perspective of things just through editing like that. Really cool. Love makes a person strong. And good. I'm gonna steal that. That's amazing. That is very true, Will. Very true. Go ahead and pull up some information. Oh, by the way, shout out to Jace for capturing these links for information on this stream. Appreciate it. Now, this page is interesting because it says it needs updating. I love how what made me chuckle is it says specifically from episodes 1-6, so season 1, episode 6, through season 7, episode 22. Like, that is such a huge gap of episodes. Felicity is the het ship between Oliver and Felicity from Arrow fandom. Status of relationship: married. Oliver is dead. Ouch. Very ouch. To begin with, Oliver and Felicity's relationship consisted of minimal conversations, and Felicity's hacking skills were used to assist Oliver on various missions as the Hood. Although Felicity didn't find out his secret identity until later, Oliver found her amusing on several occasions, most notably their first meeting. They first met in IT department of Queen Consolidated. On introducing himself, Felicity accidentally mentioned his father's death, backtracking apologetically, and ended up babbling at him. This amused Oliver. To her relief, he ignored her ramblings and gave her a bullet-ridden laptop, claiming that he'd spilled a latte on it. Remember that? Very funny. So she clearly did not believe Oliver's cover story. Felicity's tech assistants aided many of Oliver and Diggle's cases, and Oliver seems less troubled by putting his faith in her than many other people he comes across. When Moira unwittingly shoots her son, Oliver asks Felicity for help, risking exposure of his secret identity. Assisting Diggle, Felicity helps save Oliver's life, and a new era begins of the team becoming a trio. Although Felicity has some moral quibbles with Oliver's methods, she chooses to stay with the team and help them fight for justice in Star City. In Season 6, Episode 10, they finally get married and raise William happily as a family. Yeah, that does kind of skip around a little bit. now I'm understanding why they want more context. Season 7, Episode 13, Felicity discovers she's pregnant. They have a daughter named Mia Smoke. Mia has her mother's last name in the original timeline to keep her safe. Mia grows up isolated with just her mother after her father's death. Mia's existence remains a secret until 2040 when William discovers he has a younger sister. The new timeline created after Crisis on Infinite Earths. Mia is known as Queen. Mia grows up with her brother, mentioning the Green Arrow and the Canary's pilot. When she was 5 years old, she drew all over her brother's walls. That's interesting. In 2040, Mia regains her memories of her previous life, leading her to take over her father's mantle and becomes the Green Arrow. On AO3, Olicity is the most written ship for both characters. Well, that makes sense. Most written ship in the Arrow tag and the 10th most written ship in the Flash tag. God, do I? I should probably leave this. I'm going to leave that. I don't know what's in there. I'm assuming it's pretty spicy. Stephen Amell and Emily Bett Rickards are the captains of the ship due to their positive remarks. Olicity won the Ship of the Year award in the MTV Fandom Awards 2015 and 2016 consecutively. Emily Bett Rickards published a small video in response to this, expressing her gratitude. 2015, Olicity was the 4th most reblogged ship on Tumblr. According to Fandom Metrics, the ship is the 20th most reblogged ship the week ending in May 1st, 2015. So clearly they were popular. Don't wander into uncharted waters, right? Don't do it. Yeah, I think I was like, oh, what is this? It's probably a thing. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I shouldn't do it. Don't do it. Oh my gosh. Got some fan art there. Wow. Oh, here you go. This should be okay, I think. AO isn't for live streams. Yeah, I'm going to assume it isn't. Olicity is our ship of the year, and we can't stop smiling. This is from MTV in 2015. This is definitely archived. May have taken 3 long, excruciating years for Oliver and Felicity to get together on Arrow, but when they finally made things official, sparks exploded. Our favorite OTP. It was a no-brainer that these 2 crazy kids were crowned Ship of the Year MTV Fandom Awards. Look at their beautiful faces. Well, okay. They're just perfect together, and honestly, the world is a better place. That was... I am just going off into tangents now. Beautiful gray boxes, right? Look at those gorgeous faces, right? If you think that's gorgeous, look at this one. Unbelievable. Stunning, right? If you need us, we'll be over here dancing until the end of time because Olicity is totally endgame. According to executive producer Mark Guggenheim, Olicity fans will have a lot to cheer for when Arrow returns for its 4th season in October. I love how unbelievably archived this is. They went through so much together. They were made for each other. Honestly, the fact that she stuck around after learning just how brutal, action-packed Oliver's life is, I mean, that says a lot. Pretty sure Felicity isn't in the comics at all. Really? That's surprising. I will say, the fact that she stuck around after learning any of that and being beaten up or whatever, that says a lot about her. How much she loves him. She's just for the show. Interesting. All right. My question is, how do the fans of the comics feel? Into it? Are they like, why is this? Who is this character? What is this? Neither of them were there to accept the award. Oh, God. Depends on who you ask. Yeah, I assume. All right. Go ahead and hop into next video and stay away from the fan fiction. Let's do that. That sounds like a solid plan on a live stream. Oh my gosh. The next video is Jess and Luke from Gilmore Girls. Piece by Piece. And I'm assuming this is the song sung by Kelly Clarkson. I think that's the only song I know of with that title. The Arrow isn't exactly a Green Arrow show. Oh. It's The Hood, isn't it? Seems more like a Batman show with another name. That's a pretty good description, actually. Just from what I've seen so far, it does kind of seem like a Batman show. Actually, what kind of reminded me of Batman a lot was Iron Fist on Netflix, that Marvel show. All I could think about is Batman. Company, rich, tries to save the city. I'm just like, I'm getting very strong Bruce Wayne vibes here. Green Arrow comic is a bit campy and harder to adapt, I think. Interesting. Interesting. Obviously, I'm not familiar. I'm taking all of your words for it.
Close. Alright, okay, so we're so close. What? You were gonna go out and buy some diapers and meet us back at the apartment. You remember that?
Yes.
You went out, but you never came back.
I'm not a father. I was never a father. I left you because I wasn't a father.
Dang. Oh my gosh.
Hey. Hey! I was like, what the hell are you doing? You can't take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of someone else?
That's not what
I can't take you in. I can't raise you.
Raise me. I'm 18. I'm raised.
I have nothing to offer you. Nothing.
You have nothing? I have nothing.
Yes? Luke?
Oh my gosh.
So I guess it didn't work out with your dad, huh?
Worked out fine.
I'm trying to help.
That's crazy.
Stop trying.
That is
I
crazy.
am not letting you just fall off the face of the earth.
There's
You
definitely
will
not
not
an
drift.
excuse.
I won't let it happen.
I'm here, Jess. I'm always here.
What do you want? You need
That's
money?
definitely not
Because
Kelly
he doesn't
Clarkson,
have
by
any.
the way.
I'm so proud of my boy. Stop it. I'm very proud of you, of this, and what you're going for.
You look good.
Yeah? So you're staying. Staying. I am not going back to school. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. Then you gotta go. I failed him.
You did not
Seems
fail
like a pretty
him.
simple concept.
Last thing he needs is a special appearance by his father, who can't be here for any good reason.
So I hear you went to see my father last night. Well, I came to see you.
Okay. You just showed up here, man.
No, I did.
No call, no letter, just like
you showed up at Stars Hall with no letter, no call.
you don't want to be around me. I am a screw up. That is my genetic code.
Well, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Don't say that.
Try to be tough guy.
I want to come back.
You what?
I want to come back. What do you think? They have amazing communication.
Things are gonna have to be different, Jess.
I know.
A
Okay. Okay. I want to pay you back. You don't have to. I want to. I don't hate you.
It's a really good point, Jace. Really good point. It's shocking the level of disconnect there from the quote unquote biological father. Wow. Just very much like, you seem all right. You're alive. You're good. It's like, damn, dude.
I came here because of you.
Guess I didn't think you'd come.
You guessed wrong, nephew. I appreciate it. Everything. Well, it's good to hear, but I kind of knew that.
You owe me. I was there for you and no one else was.
You owe me nothing.
I owe you.
You're hoping for reciprocation?
He might be your father, but he ain't your daddy. Yeah, that is a good one.
You got it.
Oh man, that was quite a look at the biological father there. Wow, what a real piece of work. I'm gonna say there. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go check it out. Throw it some love. Okay, that's a minefield, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, a lot to say about that one. Let's tiptoe carefully through the tulips, shall we? Deadbeat gets thrown around a lot, but that one is pretty accurate here. Even if you're not ready, whatever that means, not ready, it's happening. Life happens. You don't get to choose when it happens. It just happens, right? To come up with that excuse after 18 years, that's what you say? I just wasn't ready, so, bye. That is unbelievable. And, gosh. I don't know, maybe he's better off, right? But there's something there. There's something innate with being blood related, having the DNA, if that is respected, treated like it's important, stay in your life, they actually parent you, right? There's something powerful about that I just don't think can be replicated fully, almost all the way, but not fully. But the fact that he came up with this lame excuse of, I just wasn't ready. So, very selfish, very unable to get past himself to take care of somebody else. Something I'm assuming that has to do with his own childhood. Maybe there was something there. Maybe his dad walked out or something. Who knows? But I'm assuming that's a learned behavior. Just innate. It makes me sad when people like that make and ditch kids because, yeah, exactly. Ungrateful. Completely ungrateful. You've been given a gift, as most people see it, a gift. And you just turn your back on it. Crazy. I'll never understand it. I'll never condone it. It is just unbelievably selfish. Always wish parents need to go to class before getting to be a parent. Well, unfortunately, it's real easy to become a parent. Super simple. But it's harder to become a guardian, I guess you could say. Or it's easy to become a father, a mother, whatever. But it's much harder to become a parent, where you actually care for the child, guide them, life through experiences, set them up for success, right? Where they know how to interact in the world, how to interact with others, they know how to take care of themselves, they know how to take care of others, they're empathetic, they help people that need help. Doing that perfectly is difficult. And there's no perfect parent, by the way. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's, flawless. And it is hard to do, and that's why they have so many books on parenting, right? Parenting for dummies and all that stuff. Classes on how to be a better parent. Like, there's no right way, wrong way, per se. But there's a lot of ways. And there's also a lot of ways to screw it up, fortunately. But you try the best you can, obviously. But the whole thing there is effort. You're putting in effort. You're making an investment. Kids are not free. Kids are not cheap. It does cost money, obviously. But you don't need a lot of money to raise a kid. That is a falsity. I think it's not too easy for a woman to be a mother that they through so long just to... Wait, what? I think it's not too... Yeah. Honestly, this is about to be some very real comment here. I meant the pregnancy's really long. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Anybody, here's the thing. Anybody can be a piece of crap. It doesn't matter what you go through. Anybody can choose to be a piece of crap. I do think it's a choice. You can be raised in some terrible circumstances, obviously. We all have different upbringings and whatnot. But I think it's an active choice to be that big of a piece. I'm trying to censor myself, but just for YouTube's sake. But yeah, it can happen with anyone, you know. Just depends on their motives, their feelings in the moment kind of thing. Wow, what a 18 years and you just come out with, I just wasn't ready. I don't know. Come on now. No one's truly ready. We're all flying by the seat of our pants in life, right? I mean, you prepare, you get a degree, you start working. We're all just trying to figure it out. We're bouncing from job to job. We're, you know, relationship to relationship. Nobody's ever ready to be a parent. Because as soon as you leave the hospital with that kid, you're like, what do I do? What happens? Why is it crying? I don't know how to stop it from crying. What's happening? Hungry? Did it crap itself? Like, what's happening? So we're all just trying to figure things out. At least it wasn't the Gone for Smokes milk line. Yeah, exact. Well, it was very tangentially the Gone for Milk. Like, I wasn't ready. Just wasn't ready. It was for diapers. Yeah, exactly. Gosh. Oh, gosh. That was brutal. Brutal. Time Jess and Luke's relationship was superior from the bad boy to the good guy. Says a lot about the kind of man that Luke is. He was able to transform Jess from a wild child, which is understandable. You have lacking in parental discipline, guidance, etc. Kind of rebel towards society. He was a stand-up man. Luke didn't have any kids, but there's no denying that he was the ultimate dad to those in Stars Hollow. Because you don't have kids doesn't mean you wouldn't be an amazing parent. You know, you have to, well, it takes two to tango, right? So if you're not able to find that other tango, you're not going to have kids, usually, unless you adopt. That doesn't mean anything. Obviously, you could be an amazing parent, given the circumstances. Including Jess when he came to live with him. Jess didn't live with Luke that long, but it's obvious that Luke had a big role in his changed path in life, which fans were able to see in the reboot. Seeing how Jess got his head on straight is a testament to the impact Luke. Well, for all intents and purposes, it looked like Luke was a real adult. Had responsibilities, took care of himself, obviously had his own place. If you care about your place, you're going to be nice and whatever. So it seemed like he had a decent amount of structure to his life. And if you're a wild child or something like that, any bit of structure is welcomed. Oh, this is different. hopefully it imparts on them. You never know, but looks like it did with Jess. Jess and Luke's relationship is one of the best on this show. This is a fan's opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love Richard and Emily and Lorelai and Rory, but Jess and Luke's relationship is also a favorite of mine. Luke taking in his troubled nephew without asking any questions or wanting anything in return was pure selfless. He showed Jess unconditional love and provided him with a safe, stable environment with structure and boundaries, all of which he has never experienced before but needed in his life. There you go. Well, there you go. He showed pride in Jess where he was named Employee of the Month, even though he teased him about working at Walmart in the beginning. Luke defended him to the town and tried to help Jess the best he could and tried to get him on a good path in life. I love their dialogue too. I could watch their scenes over and over. Jess wasn't an easy kid to reach because he was distrustful and wary around people. Always kept his guard up, but I think Luke and Rory both slowly chipped away at the wall he put up, showed him love that he had never felt before. He slowly trusted Luke and warmed up to him, and he tried to be a good boyfriend to Rory, but he had no examples of a good, healthy relationship to show him what one looks like, so he made mistakes. Yeah, I think that's important. Certainly, if you grow up, without a father or parent, or got burned in the past, that's going to affect how you think about relationships, self, etc. So that is, that's the environment affecting you, and you have to learn to not let it affect you, which takes time, obviously, and good examples. I thought it was very interesting that while other characters on the show cheat with someone else while they are still with their boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, Jess insists on breaking up with Shane before he starts going out with Rory. I think Luke and Jess end up being really good for each other. You can see the love between them, even when they are teasing each other. Well, that's how a lot of guys show love. Is we tease each other mercilessly. If we're not teasing each other, we probably don't like the other person at all. That is just a thing. I think Luke and also Rory played pivotal roles in helping Jess heal from the neglect. There you go. There's the word I was looking for. Impossible abuse he experienced to believe in himself, to understand what it feels like to be truly and unconditionally loved. When Luke visits Jess at the bookstore and when Jess thanks Luke for everything he did, oh, that scene must have been incredible. It was really telling how much they love each other and how much Jess appreciates everything Luke did for him. One of my favorite scenes is when these two are walking by the pond and Luke just pushes Jess right in. There you go. That's showing love in a weird way, but it's true. The Jess-Luke dynamic develops really nicely and has so many little hidden moments. Luke cares about Jess right off the bat, but I especially love watching how Luke's concern for Jess shifts from mostly vague familial caring to a really personal attachment. And man, on Jess's end, watching it slowly sink in since scene by scene that Luke really actually cares about him and worries about him is really touching. It was also painful at the rough moment. Lorelai's graduation when Jess asks Rory about Luke. Can't even bring himself to ask her to say hi to him. What I love about the relationship is that it's very verbal. All the Gilmore Girls are very chatty, and the relationship is being told by dialogue. When they're arguing, when they tease each other, and when they're happy with each other, it's always spoken out loud. Luke and Jess are men of few words. I would say, as most men kind of are. And additionally, they both have problems expressing their feelings. Again. Which makes for some very interesting scenes. As a viewer, you always have to listen for the words not spoken loud, in addition to the words that are. It's the nonverbal cues. Some favorite moments, April bluntly stating that men in this family are not very chatty. Well, Luke pushing Jess into the lake, that's been mentioned. Jess dressing up as Luke working in the diner, that's funny. Just returning to SH for his mother's wedding and reading Luke's self-help book. Luke is the hidden gem of the show. His rants, while sometimes annoying, are overall spot on. He is crapped on over and over and over, but for years. Look what he does for Rory. He pulls the entire town together and pulls off a world-renowned party. So the revival, he is crapped on in lieu of Matt and Chris. Both are not worthy. Sorry for the rant, but Luke gets the short end of the stick the entire season. I love when Luke gives Jess crap, like when the swan or devil eggs. Probably the healthiest. But it seems like people are appreciative of somebody stepping in and offering some parental guidance to Jess. Clearly it worked. And sometimes that's all you need, you know? Whether it's a mentor or guardian or makeshift parent. Sometimes that's all you need to completely change somebody's life. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Sad seeing just how big of a piece of crap his biological father was. Still is, apparently. But hey, that happens. That's life. That is very realistic storyline, unfortunately. But also, the Lukes out there, shout out to the Lukes for picking up the pieces. Let's go ahead and jump into an ad and we'll be back. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the fourth video. It is Charlie Bradbury, What's Up, Bitches? Humor. If you didn't catch that, it's a humor video. I didn't know what show this is from. I had no idea what the character was, but apparently it's supernatural. Let's go ahead and find out more. I've never seen this character. Maybe mixed into a video and edit. I might have, but I literally have no idea.
I love you.
I know.
My girlfriend helped with these links because she watched the show, not me. Well, thank you to your girlfriend.
Special
I
Agent Ripley,
appreciate it.
FBI and stuff. For serious?
Okay. Now, if you can hit that target, then we can talk about you after.
Good idea. All right, H. It's just you and me now. Do you remember the poppy fields in the first book?
That's not actually how it happened. It was much bloodier.
Stop ruining my childhood.
Oh, gosh. Was that an iPhone 4S?
Oh, dark magic. Oh. Wicked Witch, a key, a quest. Let's do this.
Charlie.
I'm just an IT girl. Standing in front of a monster, asking it to kill her. Shall we play a game, bitches?
I stole your car. I think I know where he's going. Come on.
Cool. Wait, you stole my car?
Is there anything you can't hack into?
Not yet.
I'm assuming her relationship with Dean
Yes.
was very similar to Sam and Dean.
I thought you'd be
Just
shorter.
a different
What's up,
deal.
bitches?
It's that
Who's your
chaotic
favorite Harry
energy.
Potter character?
Hermione.
Did Hermione run when Sirius Black was in trouble?
No, of course not.
What did she do?
She
Definitely
kicked
getting
ass.
those vibes for sure.
And then she ends up with the wrong.
Stay on track. Okay, so she kicked ass, right? So then what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kick it in the ass. I'm in. I'm always going to say that. You know what I smell on you? Deodorant? A little pee, maybe?
Charlie, you are a genius.
I know. It's a problem. Come see me in my tent. Anytime.
That dialogue is fantastic.
Are you, you're good?
apart from the fact that you blocked me from banging a fairy, yeah, totally good. Let me see what I can do. Peace out, bitches.
You are a genius.
He was killed by Belladonna.
The porn star?
The poison.
Huh. This is my new handmaiden.
Dead.
I'm more hunter and trading. Totally not worth killing.
Oh, but you are with killing, sweetie.
As in, he's not a girl.
Pretend he has boobs.
Worse. Sorry about the nards, Dean.
Handmaiden?
I'm suspicious. I panicked. Did we just become best friends? You were much nicer looks. But I kind of wish hunting was more magical, you know? Never mind.
Listen, a lot of these maidens checking you out.
I can't shut this down. Get to be clean. Son of a pantsuit. Dudes, if the tent is rocking, don't come a knocking.
All tattoos are sexy.
Mine is Princess Leia in a sleigh bikini straddling a 20-sided die. I was drunk. It was Comic-Con.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go through. Oh my gosh. I'm getting kind of strong character of the or character that's meant to be like the audience is in the show in a way. Very interesting. Just a lot of chaotic energy introduced to those two, which I'm assuming it was later on in the show. Maybe. Go ahead and bring up some information because I have no idea. That's literally the first time I've ever seen that. So I have absolutely no idea. But Charlie, the hacker turned hunter, he helped Sam and Dean find out what the Leviathan Dick Roman was searching for. Her name was an alias and had started a new life at least once before. So she started in season 7. Appeared in season 7. You are correct, Will. Ding, ding, ding. Season 7. She's an employee of Richard Roman Enterprises. During her free time, she exploits her hacking skills and donations to charities in the name of big companies. That's hilarious. Dick Roman knows of her computer prowess and seeks her out to hack into Frank Devereaux's hard drive. She completes the job in under 24 hours. She sees a file labeled Richard Roman Enterprises. Her curiosity gets the better of her. She opens it to see all of Frank's data on Dick. She thinks she has hacked her way into a loony bin until she sees her boss get eaten by a Leviathan. She goes home and is about to flee when Sam and Dean appear. Sam and Dean appear. They convince her they aren't Leviathan and enlist her help in keeping the contents of the hard drive safe. Dick and have her read his emails to find out what he's looking for. Archaeological digs. She bravely returns to the company, flirts her way through a mail guard Dick's computer, despite the difficulty that entails, as she is a lesbian, and retrieves the emails before returning to her desk to wipe Frank's drive. Soon discovers while reading her emails that whatever Dick was looking for in his digs has been found and is due to arrive at the airport that day. Sam and Dean, masquerading as workers, switch the package, identical one containing a bomb. Charlie almost gets out of the building, but Dick realizes what she's been doing when the bomb goes off and locks her down. Sam, Dean, and Bobby's ghost save the day, though Charlie does break her arm. Ow. Season 7 is so filled with dick jokes. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Oh my gosh. At the end, she leaves on a couch. Did I say couch? She leaves on a couch. She leaves on a coach, promises to disappear, not for the first time apparently, and lightheartedly tells the boys never to contact her again. Ooh, there's a dark Charlie. Sam and Dean find that Charlie has returned from Oz and is going after the person who killed her parents in a drunk driving accident, something that was covered up. Charlie proves to be violent and goes as far as torturing people and slashing the Impala's tires to keep the Winchesters from falling. Ooh, little dark turn in season 10. Clearly, the writers were having some fun. Genius level intellect is her power. Expert hacker, adept fighter. Expert hunting skills. Over time, developed expert hunting skills, becoming good enough to hunt on her own and survive. Code cracking. So really, she's just a genius hacker who can also hold her own fight, apparently. Obviously, she dies. Princess Leia tattoo. Charlie has a dark side that is vicious and shows no remorse or hesitation in torture and killing. According to Charlie's good side, while separated from her, Dark Charlie did a lot of really bad things even before torturing people. Find Russell well. Without her dark side, Charlie is pure good, unwilling to hack, drink, or even hit on people. However, even without her dark side, Charlie proved willing, albeit with much reluctance, to kill. When the two sides are united, Charlie describes herself as neither good nor bad, but balanced. I mean, if you think about it, I think everybody is capable of everything. Whether you're a good person or a bad person, I think it's a choice. Unless you have some sort of psychological. But yeah, I think everybody's capable of everything. In one way or another. Unnamed father, Gertrude Middleton, mother. Go ahead and 10 characters, TV characters, with the most wasted potential. So apparently, and number one on the list, give that a thought. So apparently people thought she was wasted. Outside of Sam and Dean, there are very few characters on Supernatural who stuck around for the long haul. Obvious exceptions being Castiel, Crowley, Bobby Singer. But one every fan wishes had been given more time was Charlie Bradbury. First appearing in season 7 as a hacker who helps the Winchesters face Big Bad Dick Roman. How many times have I said that name? How many times? Charlie recurred sporadically for the next 3 seasons, often for one-episode stints that were the highlight of the respective seasons, thanks to her easy, sister-like rapport. There you go, Will. With the Hunters, her happy geekiness. Yeah. Right. Oh my gosh. All right, Will, take it easy. I will see you tomorrow. An absolute ray of sunshine who lit up the Winchesters' dreary lives. Charlie fit in so easily with the wider mythology of the show, becoming a hunter in her own right, using her skills to combat a wealth of childhood trauma. She could have easily joined them as a main fixture on the series and could have enriched it massively. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Charlie dies in the 10th season, and though an alternate Charlie turns up sparingly afterward, the original Charlie's absence was a major loss. Works and all, she should have been with the brothers through it all, but if Supernatural taught us anything, it's that God sure can be cruel. Interesting. I don't think having her join Sam and Dean on a permanent basis would have made sense after the show had already started. But certainly at the beginning, maybe. 2 brothers and a sister kind of thing. But I don't know about joining permanently afterwards. Because the show is geared around those two. And you don't want to lose sight of that. Their relationship, whatever. It is interesting that fans obviously took to like her quite a lot. But, I don't know. Maybe as like a side character that showed up more than just once a season. I'm told most all-female characters died in this show, and hers really angered people. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Kind of a breath of fresh air in a way for a character being that kind of bubbly, chaotic, humorous, multifaceted, good Charlie, bad Charlie, or dark Charlie, I guess. Why Supernatural fans were so angry about Charlie's death. While the heart of Supernatural is undeniably Sam and Dean, right. The series had introduced a string of hugely popular personalities over the years, with the likes of Castiel, Crowley, and Bobby Singer all attaining main character status thanks to a positive fan response. Another who caught the attention of fans in a big way was Charlie. Part-time hacker, unwilling. I'm not even saying that name again. I'm not going to say it. I've said it too many times. Charlie comes into the Winchesters' lives when she discovers her paycheck is actually signed by a Leviathan from the depths of purgatory. Continued to make guest appearances over the next 3 seasons, including a trip to Oz, an evil doppelganger, and deadly LARPing. With a quirky personality, Charlie brought a new dynamic to the Winchester bunker. You could say that. You could say that. I think I've reached my quota, actually. Let's see. So much so that Charlie became the honorary Winchester sister. In Season 10's Dark Dynasty, however, everything went wrong. At this time, Sam and Dean were feuding with the Stein family, as in Frankenstein, not the guy who wrote Goosebumps. And these villains wanted the Winchester's Book of the Damned. Instead of destroying the ancient tome, Sam asked Charlie and Rowena to decode it, hoping a way of saving Dean from the Mark of Cain could be found inside. The Stein family locate Charlie while she's working on the book and slaughter her, leaving only a corpse for the Winchesters to find. Oh my gosh. That's how she went out? Oh, jeez. Oh, maybe the ending was just a bad way to do it. That sounds like a bad way to do it. Especially if she had that much appeal, that's pretty bad. You know what that kind of reminds me of? That reminds me of, I forget which Star Wars it was, but it was Han Solo getting launched down a endless hole. And you're just like, that's how you send him off? And then nobody talked about it the rest of the movie. Like, there was no, like, beautiful funeral scene or anything like that. It was just gone. Like, what? That beloved character you just threw down a well? Major characters die with alarming regularity in Supernatural. Sam, Dean, and Castiel might repeatedly bounce back from the afterlife, but the likes of Bobby, Kevin Tran, Bill Harvell were all killed off. Importance, popularity be damned. Yet none of these names attracted the same vitriol that Charlie's death inspired. Fans were incensed Charlie was bumped out of Supernatural, and members of the show's creative team have even revealed behind-the-scenes attempts to reverse the decision. So why in a world where death is as common as beer and pie were Supernatural fans particularly devastated about losing Charlie? Arguably, the biggest problem is the manner of the exit. Yes. Okay. That's exactly... As soon as I read it, I was like, that's not good. That's not good. That's kind of like... That's the kind of death you give like a side character. That means nothing, right? Fateful moment arrives virtually out of nowhere towards the end of Supernatural Season 10, courtesy of Eldon Stein. Rather than mark an escalation, the Stein storyline, however, everything is wrapped up within the next episode as Dean kills the entire family in revenge. In effect, Supernatural sacrificed Charlie to push Dean towards embracing the Mark of Cain's violent influence, which in turn leads him to death and realizing the darkness in the season finale. Charlie was but a minor step to get Dean Winchester from point A to point B, and this made an already controversial death exponentially worse. Many also found Charlie's death highly contrived. Leaving Castiel's protection, despite knowing the Stein family were prowling, was a rookie mistake for an intelligent character. Yeah, that seems... The way they went about it seems so stupid. Like, unbelievably stupid. They were trying to make people... Wow, I didn't even see the scene, and just reading it just kind of ruined that. Ugh. Murder was unnecessary from a story perspective, but the backlash was also triggered by what the character represented. Charlie was a breath of fresh air in the Winchester's world, and while Supernatural had introduced its fair share of geeks before, Charlie was real and three-dimensional. Significantly, Charlie was also one of the very few gay characters in Supernatural, meaning her meaningless death left behind an even more sour taste. Well, if they didn't kill her because she was gay, that would also be in it, right? You can't use it as plot armor. But the way they did it was atrocious. That very much seems like throw the character away. We don't need it anymore. Whatever. It didn't have any sort of lasting impact, really. Charlie's supernatural exit wasn't entirely without merit. Losing his adopted sister was a justifiable reason to send Dean wild. There's no denying the emotional punch when the Winchester brothers encounter Charlie's lifeless body. I'm sure that was an emotional moment. Nevertheless, Day's character didn't deserve the chop. Perhaps realizing their mistake, Supernatural brought an alternate version into the series for season 13. Huh. Yeah, they probably realized they made a mistake there. Look, I understand throwing away characters. Game of Thrones did it very well. But reading how they got rid of her was very, flippant is a word I would use. Very unceremoniously. You know, very much like that Han Solo death. It's like, down a well, woo, bye. And then no mention of it. Very much a throwaway of a character. But then again, it was also enough motivation for Dean to go ape crap, if you will, further on in the season. It was certainly that emotional trigger in a way. But did it need to be that way? No. True, but the trope of gay characters die is one that used to be true of almost characters. There's a long history behind the bury the gays trope that is a bitter taste to the community. I can see that. But I also get, they didn't kill her off and they used it as plot armor. That's also disgusting. It's like, you can't have both. You can't have it both ways. Either it's plot armor or it's too flippant and you need to... Oh, gosh. It should have just been a much more impactful death, I'm assuming in front of them, instead of them just stumbling on a slaughtered body. There should have been more of a event. Should have been more of they see it happen. That would have been hugely emotional and would have been even more, fitting for a bigger character. Because it appears like Charlie was a big character. You know, one of, Bobby, Castiel, and whatnot. It seems like... what a wasted opportunity. That's what I think of that. Wasted opportunity. It's a decently important character, or fans really like the character. The death should be big. Very much kind of like a Red Wedding episode where it leaves a lasting impact. Whoa. I hate that it happened, but it was cool how they did it. That's too bad. I can get why people were pretty pissed, honestly. Yeah, that is way too bad. Well, look, if there's one thing we've all learned from television, content, movie, whatever, is that writers sometimes don't realize what they have until they throw it away. And the fact that they brought back an alternate version in season 13 says a lot. It says a lot. They clearly got backlash, and they didn't probably realize just how bad it would be. I'm assuming it was pretty loud. But what's weird is the fact that some of the writers even tried to push back on it, and they still went. That's kind of odd. Like maybe they just couldn't come up with anything else, or they just wanted to get rid of the character. I have no idea. But that seems like such an odd thing for the writers to push back and to not have a discussion, change the direction on it. Maybe they just didn't have a character that would be as emotionally triggering to Dean dying as that. I don't know. Must have been loud. I knew about it at the time and I had nothing to do with the Phantom. Yeah, so that sounds super loud. Oh gosh. Well, you know what? I give the fans this credit. The fact that it was loud enough for them to basically admit it was a mistake by bringing back an alternate universe, like alternate character. I think that is a victory for anybody that was loud about it. That's unbelievable. Oh gosh, what a flippant death. Oh, that's too bad. That is way too bad. Last video of the day is... Now, I have no idea. No, I had no idea what this was. I looked at the name. I had no idea. It is 2 Thai BL actors, and apparently within, according to Jace, and I'm assuming it's right, obviously, within Thai BL studios, actors often pair up and play romantically paired characters together in multiple shows. And I'm assuming you pronounce it ZeeNunew? 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 I have no idea if that was any different, but I tried. Let's go ahead and watch this, and then obviously we're going to try to see a little bit more into the actors. Z and Nunu, yes. Okay. Thank you. We're going to look a little bit more into actors. Apparently there was not enough like English articles about these two. More of just people thirsting over them, which I'm assuming this video is just going to be pure thirst trap. That's all I'm expecting. It is a bit longer, so hang in for that. It's about, I think it's about 29 minutes altogether. So it'll be interesting. It's a TikTok edit compilation, part 3. There's more parts. Let's go ahead and jump in. Z is the older one, Nunu, the younger, cuter one. Got it.
Look in my eyes, they will tell you the truth. The girl in my story has always been you. I'd go down with the Titanic, it's true for you.
This is a really interesting concept that they pair actors together. I'm assuming they go through like reads to test their chemistry and whatnot. Watched maybe 3 episodes of their first show, Cutie Pie, recently. Interesting. Did you like it? All right, we're starting thirsty. Obviously, this is some sort of like stage performance. Are they doing music? Or is it like... I mean, those look like music ones. For an arranged marriage, engaged couple hiding and lying so much to each other.
They be yelling out. It's Barbie, bitch, if you still in doubt. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken. Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty. All of the Barbies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag.
Don't let them ruin
Many BL actors sing and dance too. Kim Porsche did a big tour. Oh, okay. It's impressive to be multifaceted like that.
It's fire on fire.
That's smart. They're thinking about the long game. How do we keep this going? Tour songs, make a whole thing of it. And it's really smart to like pair them off as well. That way the lore kind of grows and grows and grows. ZeeNuw's character in Cutie Pie is a singer and drummer. The singing is his real voice and played by the drums. It's pretty awesome. I mean, that is beautiful. You not only get paid for the performance, but you get paid albums, new songs, go off on your own and do like a solo career. I mean, that sounds lucrative, very lucrative. Y'all do sponsorships and adverts too? That makes sense, because when I was watching Bad Buddy, well, adverts were like incorporated. Very interesting. Like the shows are individually sponsored. And some of those had the actors in it. Kim and Porsche are the highest earners in Thailand at the moment, and yes, all BLs use product placement to help fund the shows. Smart. It's so smart. They're the highest earners? Oh my gosh. That makes sense. That show is so badass. Every edit I've seen, couple episodes I've seen, it's just been fantastic. Plus, every time they spend together is content. Literal content. Every movement dissected. I don't know who their stylist is, but they're working their ass off. There's also debate if they're dating or doing it for fans. Most BL pairings have these debates around them. Fans definitely direct everything. I'm assuming so. Every movement dissected. What does this mean? Does this mean they're together? Oh, they're no longer together because he didn't do this. It's actually really smart to play into that and like make it seem like you're, you know, on again, off again to create more buzz, get more people talking. This crop shot.
Every breath.
He removed his hand. That means they're no longer together.
เขาชอบหนูลูกคุณครูที่เขายิ้มแบบนี้หมายความว่าอะไรครับเขาชอบหนูชอบบ้า
Nunu fell first, but Z definitely fell harder.
พี่อ๊อฟว่าไงมีอะไรสิพี่
Be fair, these two talk about buying
ส่ง
house
ทวิตเตอ
together.
ร์ดิยังไม่ดังไม่มีดราม่าหรอกโอ้รอดังก่อนค่อยส่งแรงมาก
Well, I appreciate it.
ว่าไง
พี่ผมว่าผมเจอแล้วอะ
เจออะไรอะ
Is it because they're in love? Or is it because they're starting a content house? I have no idea.
ใครอะ
New hype house. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if they had a hype house for BL actors?
เพราะว่า
pairings?
เขาเรียกว่าเราก็จับมือกันไปด้วยกันได้ในการทำงาน
That would be
ช่วงนี้เรามีงานเดี่ยวกันค่อนข้างเยอะด้วยครับเราก็ต้องแยกกันไปทำงานบ้างแยกกันไปเติบโตบ้าง แต่ว่ายังไงเราก็อยู่ด้วยกันครับอาจจะมีแฟนๆคิดว่าเราจะแยกกันแล้วหรอเรายังไม่แยกครับเรายังอยู่ด้วยกันนี่แหละแต่ว่าช่วงนี้เราก็แค่แยกย้ายกันไปเกี่ยวประสบการณ์แยกย้ายกันไปเติบโตใช่ครับแยกแบบนั้นดีกว่าสุดท้ายยังไงเราก็มาเจอกันอยู่ดีอยู่ด้วยกันอยู่ดียังไงเราก็อยู่บ้านเดียวกันอยู่ดีครับแล้วเราก็คิดว่าในอนาคตเราก็จะเป็นยังจะจับมือกันไปอีกนานๆครับเฮียเคยบอกครับว่ายังไงสักวันหนึ่งก็ต้องมีครับที่เนี่ยจะไปอยู่เบื้องหลังอาจจะไม่อยู่เบื้องหน้าแล้ว ซึ่งในวันนั้นยังไงเราก็ความสัมพันธ์ของเราก็ยังจะดีอยู่แบบนี้นี่ครับยังไงเฮียก็ยังเป็นพาร์ทเนอร์ของเราเป็น
That's it. Maybe I'm overanalyzing that, but that seemed more like it was planned. I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded. Who knows? He was 19 when they met. Z, I think he's 10 years older. Oh. There's a bit of an age gap.
Trickin' when I buy the things I like. Dollars dropping on my ass tonight.
Obviously good choreography there. Great song. Okay. All right. Dang. Yeah, you could definitely sing. That falsetto, though. show.
From across the room, I can see it, and can't stop myself from looking and noticing you, noticing me. Watch out, I've seen a type before. That girl is so dangerous. That girl is so dangerous. That girl is a bad girl.
I ain't gonna cry, no, and I won't beg you to stay. If you're determined to leave, girl, I will not stand in your way. But inevitably, you'll be back again. 'Cause you know in your heart, babe, our love will never end. No, you'll always be a part of me. I'm part of you indefinitely. Girl, don't you know you can't escape me? Ooh, darling, 'cause
This is an amazing cover. I've never heard this before.
Time can't erase a feeling that's strong.
Sitting on a park bench thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? And you've got a smile that can light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while since she brought you down.
I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. I don't like your kingdom keys. They once.
If they're not together, the fans will will it into existence. I mean,
I will always choose you.
this is just 30 minutes of thirsty. That's it. I mean, the timing of that was just unbelievable, wasn't it? Timing was perfect.
I could love somebody else right now. How would you feel? Pretend like I love somebody else right now, but it wouldn't be real. There's still a space inside my heart that they can't fill. And I tried my best to hold you down, but you wouldn't be still. So I guess I'm left to be the one with the rest of me. Could you take the best of me without even asking me? I can't fool myself, can't mess around with my own mind. My position's been the same for a long time. It was always you, nobody else could ever fit your shoe. You'll always be the one I hold on to. Guess it's not the time for me and you. Until you move them hoes out the way, let them know the place. Tell them all they need to back down. Wouldn't even know love if it was right in your face. But I ain't
It's so weird to see face shield.
I guess you'll love me later. 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 I guess you'll love me later. 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 I guess you'll love me later. what you need. You know that it's me and you know that I'm right.
Now I just wanna let you know.
Some of this feels like intruding on moments. Yeah, honestly. Like, should I be seeing this? That's a good point. I feel like by the end of this, we've seen every moment in their life. Hottest Artist Award. I'm assuming that means popular, right? We won't because it's only part one. Yeah, there's quite a few more parts apparently.
Every look, every touch makes me wanna give you my heart. I've been crushing on you, baby. Stay right where you are.
I will say there's something about, I don't know, the mystique of actors and performers that are more private. Like, that seems like a private moment. You know, those old school actors that you just never see, or those singers that just are never public very often, other than when they perform. Very interesting. Just kind of the new age versus the old age. Hollywood or wherever. Fans first for content, though. Absolutely. Any sort of private moment, public moment, whatever, is going to be turned into content.
Yeah, I could be there for you. Yeah, I can be there.
Yeah, I'm no Sia fan, but she doesn't even share her face. Like, there's something cool about that. I like that. I like kind of the old school Hollywood actor or whatever. That kind of trope where you only see them in acting roles. Like Daniel Day-Lewis. I have no idea what that man is like. All I've seen him in is some interviews and movies. I have no idea what his favorite breakfast cereal is. I guess with acting, there's more of a mystique about it. Obviously, if you're a singer, probably makes sense to be more public. I guess Sia's out there, but she just doesn't show her face, which is pretty cool. Or like Marshmallow.
Wanna put a ring on my finger. Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him put it. When you need that, I'll provide that. You will always have it. I'll be on deck.
I'll tell you this, the editor of this compilation left everybody's account information still there, which is amazing. someone who won't be named who reacts to a bunch of content almost always uses clips where the credit has been clipped out, which is just unbelievable. And the fact that YouTube promotes this person consistently is crazy. Oh yeah, they have matching rings, Reddit told me. Well, there you go. I don't know, maybe I'm cynical, but I just think it's too easy to like make this in public. And obviously they have a manager, they have a studio, somebody oversees the pairing, right? Oh, this is focusing on the rings. I'm like, what is this? What's happening right now? Oh my gosh. I'm assuming that's a lot of US dollars. Assuming that's a lot.
Need you right now. You can take your time, don't have to rush. This might take us a while. Then you said you're on your way. When you get here, don't you say a word.
Don't anger shippers too much. Some pairing fans. I heard. I'm not, you know. Hey, if you believe it, you believe it. That's cool. I'm not saying I'm correct. I'm just getting a feeling of cynicism. I don't know why. That's probably me as a person. I think maybe I'm just jaded by Hollywood standards. That I look at everything potentially in the sphere of Hollywood, and that how much of it's contrived and whatnot. But who knows? Maybe this is 100% legit, which makes, honestly, it makes it way cooler.
Take me on a date, I deserve a bait. And don't forget the flowers every anniversary. Cause if you
Now.
like buying groceries, buying what you need. You got the 9 to 5, but baby, so do I. So don't be thinking I'll be home and making apple pies. I never learned to cook, but I can ride a hook. Sing along with me, sing along with me. Hey, you gotta know how to treat me like a lady. Even when I'm acting crazy, tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life. Dear future husband, if you wanna get that special loving, tell me I'm beautiful each and every night. After every fight, just
Catchy.
apologize.
I'll give it that.
Maybe
It's
then
very
I'll let
catchy.
you try and rock my body right. Even if I was wrong, you know I'm never wrong. Why disagree? Why disagree? Well, you gotta know how to treat me like a lady. Even when I'm acting crazy, tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life.
I'll give it this. It is a brilliant concept. Pairing actors, actors singers. That way you get to see more of them. You get more attached to them. And you know what to expect out of their chemistry. So if they come out in a TV show or a movie or something like that, you know exactly what you're getting. Like a built-in... Come on now, really? All right, this one's funny. It's very much like built-in audience, right?
Gotta know, are you feeling the rush? If so, then I think I know what's going on. Now we're falling in love, say yes or no. Yes or
You know what it
no.
kind of reminds me of is in the 90s, it almost seemed like Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan were just kind of like destined to be in movies together. Like it was almost like this, where it's like picked. You're picked to be in a pairing. It just seemed like they were just constantly in.
If it forever started out as strangers, I think my ever after just came true.
It was an excellent pairing too. I love those movies. Great. I have a little gnat flying around. Get out of here. They have a new show called The Next Prince. The costumes look amazing. And like you say, ready-made audience. Exactly. It's a genius concept. It's almost like a supergroup, like One Direction or something that's formed show, whether it's a competition show or whatever. It's almost like guaranteed success. You're going to have a huge fan. Just by pairing these actors, I'm going to assume models. Looking at Z's page right now, and it definitely says model, and it makes sense. These really good-looking people. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw out some love. Kudos to all the original creators on TikTok. And I like the fact that their credits were included on every single one. Let's go ahead and jump into more information about the actors. Don't have a lot of information on the pairing per se in English, but we can learn slightly a little bit more about who they are, what they've done, where they've been, what they're doing. So Z, 31 years old, to Bangkok University. Started in 2018. Actor, model, singer. Began his career in the modeling agency. That's not surprising. As well as hosting some TV shows. He officially made his acting debut in the entertainment industry in 2018 with the TV series Friend Zune. In the film industry in the film Sugar Cafe. Year. Z had a pairing with another guy before ZeeNunew. Interesting. How did that crumble? Why? That's interesting. Why did they swap out? Currently partnered with ZeeNunew, with their partnership often referred to as ZeeNunew. Their fandom name is Zanzan. The name officially announced on April 21st, 2022. Been in, oh, there's Cutie Pie. Rose in the House, The Next Prince, Nightstand, Naughty Babe, Spice, and interesting. Got some new projects coming out in 2024. Variety shows, interesting. Family Feud, Thailand. Did a vlog. Masked Singer 12. I don't think I've ever seen Masked Singer, but I always see ads for it. Naughty Babe is a spinoff of Cutie Pie, apparently. Okay. All right. Interesting. So he's 31. Family consists of his parents and 2 sisters. His shoe size is 42. Wait, I don't even know what that is. Our numbers are different here in the US. Favorite colors are white and black. Hobbies include taking photos and spending time at cafes. Favorite musicians are The Weeknd and Post Malone, but he likes most music. I like both of those and most music. Favorite movie is The Lord of the Rings? Yes. Yes. Heck yeah. I totally agree with that. Favorite dish is stir-fried pork, shrimp paste. Favorite drink is coconut smoothies. Favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate chip. Oh. That's always the worst part about cookie dough ice cream is the chocolate chip. Because they get hard and it's like, I don't know, they get too hard. Favorite fragrance is Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio. Burberry Brit Rhythm for Men. Gosh, Acqua di Gio was huge growing up. I think my oldest brother had some. And I snuck a couple puffs every once in a while. Thinks his sexiest body part is his eyes. People always tell them they are sweet. Likes dressing plainly in just a t-shirt, trouser, and a pair of sneakers. I'm assuming if you have to get dressed up for events and stuff all the time, you just want to go comfy anywhere else. Real name means trees. He was named that because his father has a green thumb and likes to plant plants everywhere, to the point where he sometimes felt like he was living in a forest. Interesting. Most embarrassing moment when he was young and played basketball on the 6th floor. Unfortunately, he had diarrhea that day, and the toilet was on the floor. Toilet that was on that floor was closed. The next toilet was on the 1st floor, and he didn't make it in time. What a story to tell the public. Oh, man, that's too bad. That is too bad. When he was young, he wanted to do modeling or do something with fashion since he thought it was cool. Now he wants to own his own bar and restaurant. Pretty people have poop problems too. That is a good point. That is a good point. He doesn't like liars. If he was a girl, he would date Joss out of all the Mundi members. CEO of a clothing brand. His clothing brand called Super Sun. He's got his own snack sweets company. Z-Fruit. Uses his Instagram profile to post travel photos. Seems like an interesting dude. Was nominated for an award, Popular Couple Award. I like how my computer just tried to do a software update right now. It's like, no, bad timing. Bad timing. Let's see. We got ZeeNunew, actor, singer, made his debut with Cutie Pie. All right, so he just kind of got in there. A couple years after Z. Monday is the studio. He had ZeeNunew. Oh, he and ZeeNunew signed to. 22. He's what, 9 years younger than Z? Chinese descent. Who grew up with his grandparents. Graduated with a humanities degree. First contacted through Facebook by a manager who asked him if he wanted to work in the entertainment industry. Wow. That still happens in current year? That's crazy. Although he had never had interest in it, he asked his parents for advice and decided to give it a try. I'm assuming if he posted did he post singing videos of himself singing or something like that? I don't know. Or maybe the person just saw a picture of him and was just like, hey, good looking dude, maybe he can sing. When the subsequent acting project fell through, he signed with the Mundi and starred in a reality variety show, DMD Reality, in 2021. He debuted in 2022 in Cutie Pie, opposite Z. The success of the BL romance series shot him to stardom overnight. Oh man, imagine that blow up from just getting found on Facebook to just huge superstardom. Very much kind of like Justin Bieber, right? Just posting videos on YouTube, then all of a sudden just becomes huge. I think Usher signed him or something. Both in Thailand and abroad. How magazine included him in the list of top 50 most influential people of the year. Reprised his role in 2023, both in the sequel of Cutie Pie 2 and Cutie Pie to You and the spin-off Naughty Babe. In the meantime, starred in the series Mission Fan Possible and the movie After Sundown, which I think we saw quite a few clips of red carpet from. Aside from acting, pursued a singing career after lending his voice to the soundtrack of Cutie Pie. For his 21st birthday, he held a fan meet concert, performing in front of 30,000 fans. In July 2023, he released his first single titled Anything, ranking 12th on the Billboard Global's World Digital Song Sales chart. Wow. 12th? That is really good. September 30th and October 1st, 2023, ZeeNunew held a sold-out joint concert. Thunderdome. Both shows were followed by 4,000 people on site and over 15,000 online. Much shorter career. Like, it just started. And he's already a superstar. 12th on the global record sales chart. That's unbelievable. Good grief. Talk about star overnight. Look at all these awards. Best Couple Award, Shining Star of the Year, Hottest Artist, Couple of the Year, Popular Male Artist Award. Wow. And that all happened in the last 2 years. That's unbelievable. Look at this. He's up for Couple of the Year again. People's favorite. Oh my gosh. Nominated for Actor of the Year. Like, this is incredible. Holy cow. I mean, that's I'm seeing a lot of green up here for winning. I mean, that is unbelievable. That is a short career and already, like, storied. If that continues, like, he's going to need, like, 3 rooms to hold the awards. That's crazy. He's going to have, like, a closet full of awards. Well, you know what? I'll say this. They're obviously very talented. Whether or not they're in a relationship, how am I going to know? I don't know. But I will say this. If they are, that is a power couple. That is an unbelievable power couple. And if you believe it, you're into it, you're shipping it, more power to you. That is fantastic. Obviously, they're going to be in a lot more movies, songs together, whatever, tours. And that is a pretty cool thing. Be interesting to see if they get a house, move in together. Really unbelievable. Gosh, the success of ZeeNunew is wild. Wild. Clearly a superstar right out of the gate. Ugh. Although I don't quite understand the TikTok craze of zooming in on handshakes and hands on thighs. I get it. You're into it. You're into it. Might as well lean into it. But hey, you enjoy it. I am happy for you. What a power couple. It's unbelievable. I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. It was definitely eclectic. Lots of different things. Law and Order, SVU, Arrow, Gilmore Girls, Supernatural, ZeeNunew, which I had no idea what that was. I thought it was the name of a show or something. And now I find out it's a power couple. Definitely superstars immediately, which is crazy. I can't even imagine how different their lives must be since Cutie Pie. Especially for NuNew. I mean, to be plucked off of Facebook and 2 years later have just awards galore and almost top 10, cracking the top 10 of like most sold song digitally. That's unbelievable. But anyway, if you want to request your own videos, toddreacts.com. Join the 2 requesting tiers, season and series or series. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the video if you like it. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to know when they post, or eventually when I'm live and dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch. You'll get notified of that. Follow the Twitch channel if you're watching on Twitch. Be on the lookout for a Fortnite stream soon. I think it's going to be pretty soon because I want to play. I'm getting the itch. To play. And we're going to do Chapter 4 of Life is Strange on Saturday, so be on the lookout for that as well. That'll be on YouTube, Todd Reacts Plays. So if you're more of a YouTube person, go subscribe to that. Todd Reacts Plays. There's a link to it on the main channel. See it everywhere. Winter collection's almost gone. Just over 10 days remaining. Go ahead and check it out. Members on the website save 15% on all orders. And yeah. I shall see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Jace, for the links as well as your girlfriend. I appreciate it. And Will, I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.